Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth Vina Maharani from class R4B with the last three number of my NPM is 068. This video is made to fulfill my final project of computer-assisted language learning, supported by Canva, Adobe Express, and InShot as the editing application. In this video, I'm going to teach you about prepositions of time. So let's get started! Hello students, welcome to our English learning video. My name is Miss Vienna and today I'm going to be your English teacher. How are you today class? I hope you're all doing well. I'm so excited to study with you today. Alright, who know what we will going to learn today? Anyone? Yes, that's right. Today we are going to learn about preposition. Have you ever known about preposition? What is a preposition? Well, think of prepositions as the theme captains of sentence organization. They are short words that show how a noun or pronoun connects to the rest of your sentence. Prepositions give us crucial details like where something is, which direction it is moving, or when it happens. Without them, our thoughts will be completely disconnected. And today, we are going to explore this essential topic to help make your English sentence much clearer and more accurate. Yes, we are talking about prepositions of time. But before we focus entirely on the time aspect, let's take a step back and answer a basic question. What are prepositions? So, what are they? Prepositions are words that can show you things like time, direction, and place. Prepositions are special helper words that show you how different things in a sentence connect to each other. They usually tell us when something happens, where something is going, or where something is located. For example, prepositions of time tell us when the event occurs. Preposition of direction tell us to show a movement. And the last, preposition of place tells us where an object is. Now, let's look closer at our topic today. What is a preposition of time? A preposition of time is a word that helps us to explain when something happens by connecting a specific time, day, date, or season to our sentence. For example, in the sentence, it's very hot in the summer. The word in is the preposition of time because it connects the warm weather to the summer season. Another example, we have English class on Tuesday. I go to school at 7 o'clock. Alright, let's take a look at the secret trick to use them. Wow, look at this upside down triangle beside me. It helps us how to choose preposition based on how big or small the time is. At the very top, we have the biggest section in the word in. We use in for big general blocks of time, like whole years, seasons, or months. In the middle, the triangle gets smaller with the word on. We use on when we get a little more specific, like talking about a single day or a special date. At the tiny bottom tip, we have at. We use at for super specific times, like the exact time on the clock or the exact moment. Let's break them down and see how they work. When to use in? We're diving into our very first word, in. If you remember the upside down triangle before, in sits right at the top because it handles our biggest and most general ideas of time. We use in for four main things: months, years, seasons, and general parts of the day. Let's go through each one together with the examples. The first is months. The sentence is, I'm going to Bali in January. Notice that we are not picking a single date like January 5th or 10th. We are talking about the whole month as one big 30-day block. Because a month is broad, we always pair it with in, just like you would say in March, in August, or in December. The next is years. The sentence here is, my little sister was born in 2026. A year has 365 days, so it's a huge chunk of time. Whether you are talking about history class, the year you were born, or the future plans, always put in the right before the year. The third is seasons. We build a snowman in the winter. Seasons last for several months at a time, so they count as broad periods of time. That means you will use in whether you are building a snowman in the winter, going swimming in the summer, or watching leaf falls in the autumn. And the last, we use in for general parts of the day. The sentence is, I drink milk in the morning. The morning isn't just one exact minute. It is a whole period of time that lasts several hours from when you are wake up until lunch. The same rule goes for another general parts of the day. So we also say in the afternoon or in the evening. So whenever you are talking about a broad time frame like a month, a year, a season, or a part of the day, just remember to use in. And now let's move to the next slide to see what happens when our time gets a little more specific. When to use on. Remember how we use in for big periods of time like whole months or years? Yes, we use on when the time gets smaller and more exact. On is for calendar days or specific dates. First, we use on for specific dates on a calendar. My birthday is on January 1st. Notice how this is different from our last slide. We are not just saying in January anymore. We added a specific date, the 1st, so we changed our preposition to on. Second, we use on for specific days of the week, including specific nights. I play games on Saturday night. Whenever you name a day, like on Monday, on Friday morning, or on Saturday night, you must use on. Next, we use on for specific holidays that have the word day in them or refer to a specific day. We watch fireworks on New Year's Day. Because New Year's Day is one specific 24-hour day, we pair it with on. The last is, we get a lot of presents on Christmas Day. Just like New Year's Day, Christmas Day is a single, specific date on the calendar, so it gets on. So, whenever you are talking about days of the week, exact dates, or specific holiday days, remember to use on. Now, let's head to the next slide to see what happens when we zoom in even closer with at. Let's look the last word, at. When to use at. Remember, in is for the big time and on is for days. We use at when the time is very small and exact. We use at for the exact clocks of time and specific moments in the day. First, we use at for exact clock times. I have a meeting at 9 o'clock. Whenever you are talking about a specific time on the clock, like 9 o'clock, 7:30, or 4 o'clock, always use at. Second, we use at for specific moments. She sleeps at night. Earlier, we said in the morning or in the afternoon, but for night, we always say at night. Third, we use at for exact routine times in your day. Mom reads us a book at bedtime. Bedtime is a specific moment in the day, so we use at. And the last sentence is, the store opens at noon. Noon means exactly 12 p.m. in the middle of the day. Because it is an exact clock time, we use at. So, whenever you are talking about the exact clock of times or specific moments of the day, remember to use at. Alright, let's wrap everything up with this summary table on the board. This will help you easily remember when to use in, on, and at. First, remember in. We use in for our biggest periods of time. That means months, years, seasons, and general parts of the day, like in the morning or in the afternoon. Next, we have on. We step down to medium-sized periods of time. We use on for days and dates, like on Monday or on January 1st. And last we have at. We use at for our smallest and most specific times. This means exact clock of times and specific moments in the day, like at 9 o'clock or at bedtime. So, keep this simple rule in mind. In for big periods, on for days and dates, and at for the exact times. Yay, you all did a great job staying focused during the lesson. We have learned and know the rules for using in, on, and at. And now, it's time to play a quiz. Let's try some practice together. Don't worry, this isn't a test. It's just a chance for us to try these words out together and see how much you remember. I will show you a sentence with a blank space and you get to decide if in, on, or at belongs in the sentence. I will give you a few seconds to think for each question. Are you ready? Let's get started. Question number 1. School starts 7 o'clock in the morning. Is it A, in, B, on, or C, at? That's right. The answer is C, at. Because 7 o'clock is the exact time on the clock. Question number 2. My family always travels December. A, in, B, on, or C, at? The answer is A, in, because December is a month. Question number 3. The birthday party is September 19th. A, in, B, on, or C, at? The answer is B, on, because September 19th is a specific calendar date. Question number 4. I love to go skiing the winter. What is the answer? The answer is in. I love to go skiing in the winter. Question number 5. Michael always gets up 5 o'clock. What is the answer? The answer is at. Michael always gets up at 5 o'clock. Question number 6. We always go to church Sunday. What is the answer? The answer is on. We use on because Sunday is a day of the week. Yay! It's finally done! Give a big applause for yourself because you all did a fantastic job practicing with me today. How many correct answers did you get? Share your scores with your classmates. Before we say goodbye, let's take one last look at our remember board so you can keep these rules in mind. Use in for big periods of time, like months, years, seasons, and general parts of the day. Use on for medium time, like days of the week and specific dates. And finally, use at for exact clock of times and specific moments in your day. Alright, that's all for today's lessons. You all did a fantastic job learning and practicing with me today. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me, Miss Vienna. Keep practicing, stay awesome, and I'll see you in our next video lesson. Goodbye everyone!